Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. What we are doing today, I'm going to do the Power of Makeup Challenge. And what that is, basically, is where I do one half of my face, in makeup. And show you the difference between no makeup and makeup. I'm doing your left, whenever you're looking at this, it'll be, I think your left hand side is going to be makeup. And your right hand side is going to be no makeup. So, and it just shows the difference in what it looks like, and I'm also going to talk to you as I do this to kind of tell you why I like different aspects of it. Now, I'm not going full on glam. I know that, I believe it's Nikki Tutorials that came up with this a long time ago, about 2 years ago from what I can tell, and, she did do full on glam. But for me, I'm going more of what I enjoy wearing the most. A look I enjoy wearing the most. So I'm going to jump on in here. I'm not putting an actual primer on just because, I'm going to be taking this right back off. Primer does make a difference whenever it comes to application, though. So, for some foundations at least. Now, I find that the foundation I'm going to be using, any foundation, it can make a difference with a primer. But this one, I don't necessarily have to have one. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And I'm going to be putting that on my face, well, on one side of my face, rather. Hopefully, I won't forget and do my entire face. But whenever it comes to foundation, I like fuller coverage foundation if I'm wanting to cover imperfections. Now on this side here you can see I've got a lot of acne marks and stuff like that right now going on. This side I still have some, but it's not as bad. I tend to have my hand up here on my face a lot. So, but I'm using this foundation and I'm going to dot it all around, and then I'm using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge right here to blend it in. But that's what I'm going to be doing here, holding my mirror up to do it. But, foundation just kind of is the canvas for the work that I do for the rest of my face. So, I'm not going too heavy with this. I put about 2 swipes, 3. Now, doing the nose, it's going to be hard to only do half the nose, but I'm trying. So, and then I put a little bit on the under eye here. I've got another concealer that I'll be using that I don't believe I've even used on camera before, but, and I'm trying out some different lighting today, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better. I've got, I've got a little thing over here to wipe it off if I get over the line. I started to take Scotch tape and put down the middle of my face, really. But, which would be an idea for doing half and half, but, But foundation really does set the tone for me. I didn't really get enough on there because it didn't want to blend out very well. Actually, I needed to put a little bit more on certain spots. And for me, it evens out skin tone. It just overall helps. Now, I will sometimes use a concealer, or not concealer, but a BB cream if I'm just going out and doing a few things. I'm not having a too bad skin day. I'll use that instead of full-on foundation. Yeah, now I'm going to use my AOA, I believe this is the Wonder Cover concealer. Looks like that right there. And I'm going to use that under the eyes. I have heard, I can't remember who I heard this from on YouTube, but they said that this is supposedly like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. Now this isn't really in my color. It's a little too, it doesn't really match me that well. But it does work, especially for under the eyes. It kind of brightens under the eyes. I did a real light cover there. I'm going to do just a little bit more. But because it doesn't really match me all that well, I don't use it on blemishes. I don't have a perfect matching concealer, that I can use on blemishes. Which I am working on that, but that's going to take time and trial and error and all that good stuff. And I'm also taking this blender and dabbing it on the eyes too as I'm going. So basically bringing up that concealer onto the eyes. But this just kind of helps to wake me up a little bit and help me not appear as tired, or lack of sleep or whatever. Lately I haven't been sleeping that well. So, but that right there is what that looks like. Concealer just really does fix little areas here and there. But this blends out real nicely. I've got a different one, I believe, coming from AOA that should match me a little closer, hopefully. It's from shopmissa.com is where it's from. So, if you've never checked them out, I highly recommend them. They're a good little site. Now this here that I'm going to go in and powder with is the Coty Airspun powder. Y'all have seen me use this many, many a times. And this is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. For people with oily skin like myself, it helps to have a good powder. Apparently I had a little sparkle of glitter on my face there. I've been doing some decorating and didn't realize I had a thing of glitter on my face. Apparently, I've got a few little spots here. So yeah, don't mind the little specks of glitter that you see. So, been doing some decorating and stuff like that, and trying to get more into the Christmas spirit. So, now I'm going to take my little makeup wipe here and just kind of clean up that line a little more to where it's not as blended in. Now this isn't going to be straight by any means. A good powder really just helps set it and lock it in. Now, for people that have dry skin, this particular powder might be a little too much, and I'm using a big fluffy brush. This is my e.l.f. complexion brush that I'm using to put this on, and I kind of buff it in a little bit, just a little bit, but I've got it a little bit darker in here. Behind me is a little darker, and I'm trying to knock out some of the shadows is what I'm trying to do. But now I'm going to go in and go ahead and do my eye look. I'm taking the Coastal Scents Revealed palette, and this is going to be pretty much what I do on a regular basis whenever I'm wanting to use this palette. You can tell there's certain colors that I use a lot more than others in this. And first and foremost, I'm going to take this big fluffy Real Techniques brush, because I did put a little bit of concealer on the eyes anyway. So I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and go into this very first color here. It's like a buttery looking shade. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. all the way to the brow bone. You know. Now, eyeshadow really can add some definition to your eyes. So that's where it's a very good thing. And for me, my eyes are one of my favorite features. My eyes and my lips. That's the two things I love. I can't really see whenever I wear blush. Now contour, that does help, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. But my eyes really, the eyes are the window to the soul, I've always heard. So, you know, now I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush. It doesn't have a name to it. And I'm going to go into the 4th shade here, which is going to be my transition color, pretty much. I'm going to put that in my crease and blow it out just a little bit. This just helps to define the crease and really makes a difference for me, at least. But you can tell here, so far, my eye bags have been practically erased, you know, and my eyes are looking a little more defined. They're not as bleh, you know. And my skin looks a little bit better too. Thought I was... Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that shade. And blow this out just a little bit more. And I'm going basically to the inner quarter of my eye and all the way to the outer corner. Maybe inner 5th even. You know, because I'm leaving that tear duct area basically open. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush right here. And I'm going into the 8th shade in this palette. It is the Goldie color right there. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put that on my lid. For me, I like gold colored shadows on my lid. I also have used that pink one on the lid as well. And this just kind of... This is a neutral look. This I can wear any lip color with. I could do a bold red lip if I want to. I could do a deep burgundy lip if I want to. You know, whatever I want to do, I can do it with this. So, now I'm going to take the eye crease brush right here. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to go... Actually, no, I'm not taking that brush. I'm taking this Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to go into this shade right next to the gold. It is the 7th shade, the darker brown color. And I'm putting that in the crease as well, but more along the outer half. Just really helps to help define the eyes a little more. And this is a little darker. So, I'm doing more windshield wiper motions here. And then I'm going to go in with that e.l.f. crease brush, if I can find it here. Right here. Yeah. And use that same shade, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, pretty much. I don't go for a heavy, heavy look most of the time. You know. But defining that outer corner really does help to define the eyes a little more in my book. Now you can take that gold and do more of a, you know, wet your brush or whatever and do it. But for me, I just prefer to stick with dry. I really do have glitter all over me. That's the thing, whenever you're messing with glittery stuff, it kind of just gets everywhere, and then even taking a rag and wiping your face or whatever, you know, like I did before this video, doesn't knock it out. So, but that right there is that. Now I'm going to take this brush that we were using before to put the base color down, and I'm going to go back into that yellowy shade, and we're just going to put that under the brow bone. Here. I like a big brush like this because it helps to buff out, you know, kind of blend out whatever I've done. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. shadow brush again, and I'm going to go back into that gold shade, the number 8 shade, and really pop more of that on the lid here. And I'm going all the way to the inner corner with this. I like my eyes to be brighter, you know. And since I've already done the outer V and everything, I'm not taking it all the way to the outer V. But that right there is the main thing that I do. And then I'm going to take the tip of this brush and go back into the first shade we used for the crease, that real light brown, the number 4 shade. Take that and go on the bottom lash line. I just recently started doing this to the bottom lash line. You know, I think it really helps to define the eyes a little more. So, now if I wanted to, I could go in with a darker color and really define it, but I'm not today. Now just to even brighten it up just a little bit more, there's a shade right next to that butter shade that's a pinky shade. And I'm going to go into that. And that really helps to brighten up my face a little bit and just give me a little extra oomph. And I'm putting this on my pointer finger here. Whoops. And I'm going to dot this on the inner corner. And then I use my other finger to kind of blend out what I messed up. So that just adds a little bit extra sparkle there. You know. But that right there is the main eyeshadow. Okay. Now then, I'm going to take this Absolute New York eyeliner, and I'm going to put this on my, well, I'm going to line my eyes with it, basically, is what I'm going to do. But that's what it looks like. It's a real fine tip here. Pull my mirror up here. And I'm looking down into my mirror. Now this here is not an easy thing for me. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm kind of really just getting started with eyeliner. Well, not just getting started, because I've been doing a basic liner here and there. But see how that really defines the eyes? The comparison here? So while I'm letting that dry for a couple seconds, I'm going to go in and finish up the face pretty quick. I'm taking the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer Duo in St. Lucia. And I'm taking the small You Can Be brush. Well, actually, first I'm going to take the Real Techniques contour brush. And I'm going to go right into this here. And I just get a little bit on my brush here. I forget that this has a mirror. And then I'm just going to contour just a little bit. To me, I'm a little overweight in my book. So this really helps to chisel out my cheekbones a little more. For my face shape, you know, from everything I've read, they say don't really go up on the temples and all that. I have an oval face shape, so I do more of a little triangle in the contouring area. So, and then with this brush, you can easily buff it out, and that's what I like to do sometimes. I'll buff it up into the actual cheekbone, you know, to where it kind of blends real nicely with the blush. Then the blush I'm using is the same one in this palette, and I'm using that You Can Be brush I mentioned here. Swirling that on the cheeks. Now for me, blush doesn't make a big difference because I can't see it. So, they always say do contour, then blush, you know, then highlight, and all that. So that's pretty much what I try to do. I've lost a brush here. Here it is. Now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. small tapered brush. And I'm going to go into this e.l.f. Moonlight Pearl highlight. Looks like that right there. Oops. Brush is blocking it. Looks like that right there. And I'm just putting this on the high points of the cheek, basically. I tend to tap my brush off a little bit anytime I'm using a powder. Now I'm going to spritz my brush a little bit. If I can find my... Here we go. Spritz the brush a little bit. Lately I've really been getting into highlight. You know, it really seems to just bring some life to my face. You know, I don't know if y'all like highlight or not, but I just kind of like that glow. I don't like a lot of glitter, but I like the glow. So, but now I'm going to take this right here and go under the brow bone just a little bit here. Like on the last half of my brow bone. And then I'm going to take my, well, where'd it go? My lash curler and curl my lashes here. Real good. Now, one thing I do, sometimes do at least, I might heat up my lash curler if I'm really wanting a good curl. You can use a lighter, you can use a hair dryer. Different things like that work really well for that. And then I'm using the Smashbox X-Ray mascara. I'm trying to use this up, actually, is what I'm trying to do. So, but use this on my lashes here. And I'm the type that I usually build up mascara. I like good, long lashes. The longer the lashes, the better, in my book. If I could, I'd have lashes that went all the way to my brow, or all the way to my eyebrow. Yeah. The thing, I don't think they'd hold up very well. My eyelids would really get tired there. But, you know, that's just one coat of this mascara. That compared to that. So, that's one coat. Now, while I'm letting that dry for a minute, I'm going to go in and use my e.l.f. brow pencil and taupe. Right here. Because I like to let it dry a little bit between coats here. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil and taupe. Use that and do my brow. It feels so weird only doing half my face, but, you know, hey, might actually be a good idea, you know, at least for the eyes, to do this in regular videos. See, brows really, I've always heard brows really help frame the face. That's why it's so important for them to look good. And I find that this pencil really matches my brows more. But really and truly, I like a darker brow most of the time. So, and I know some people don't like that, but me, I do. I like a darker brow here and there. some of my favorite photos of myself are the ones where I have really dark, bold brows. But this right here is a good match for me, and it looks more natural than some of the other stuff I've used. But, okay. Now I've lost my... There it is. Now I'm going to go in with that mascara again and do another good coat on my lashes. Like I said, the eyes are the window to the soul, or so I've always been told. You know, and for me, I've always been taught that appearance made a big difference. You know, that you always needed to look your best and put your best face forward and all that stuff. But I didn't really get into makeup, actually, until I was 30 years old. So, not to the extent I am now, at least. You know. But this mascara really is a good mascara. That's what that looks like. That's mascara. No mascara. Mascara, no mascara. So, you know, but for me, I tend to feel better whenever I do have my face on, you know, than whenever I don't. Just because it's really a mood booster for me. I'm not doing it because of, well, in some areas, especially with the eyesores I've got right now over here, you know, yeah, it does make me self-conscious about those. But, you know, most of the time, if I'm running to the store or something, I still only throw on a tinted moisturizer and go. This is the e.l.f. matte lipstick that I'm going to be using. I've took the lid off already here. It's in Berry Sorbet. That's what this one is here. Looks like that. Do a quick little swatchy swatch for you. Right there. And I'm going to try, keyword try, to only do half my lip. It's hard to talk while I'm doing this. I guess it really doesn't matter if the line is straight, huh? Okay. That is the lip, right there. Now, this look right here is something that, yes, I would do. Well, not... Yeah, I do my entire face like this, not just half my face. But I would actually wear my makeup like this here. And yes, this is one of my... I like this color type lipsticks. Yeah, it's a real pretty plummy color in my book. But, or a berry color, as the name implies, berry sorbet. But I've always been taught to put my best foot forward, you know, and to look my best and whatnot. So, always look like you're doing great. And I'm sorry if the rain is distracting y'all. It's really coming down out there right now. I don't know if you can even hear it. But, you know, so for me, if I have on my makeup, I feel more put together. I feel, it's really, like I said, a mood booster for me. I could be really down in the dumps. I could be mad. I could be hurt. I could be whatever. And then I just come and play with makeup a little bit. And it just lifts me up. A lot. You know, I could be in some of the worst moods, really. And just come and play with some makeup. You know, I don't have to film it. Of course, y'all would probably get a kick out of some of the stuff that I do. But makeup is therapeutic for me, in a way. You know, I call it makeup therapy. You know, makeup play therapy. So, it's something that really just helps lift my mood. And whenever I'm not wearing any makeup, you know, unless it's just running to the little store right down the road, you know, that's a big sign that, okay, depression is coming, you know, or okay, depression is already out of control, or whatever the case may be. And that's not a good thing for me. So that's where makeup really does bring me out of my depression. And yes, I love makeup. I love buying makeup. I love playing with makeup, whatever the case may be. And you can see that it's more evened out and everything over on this side. This is makeup and no makeup. And in the spirit of this video, I did little pigtail type things to, you know, but yeah, no makeup. You can see all the little splotches I've got where acne or whatever, and then makeup. To me, I'm more comfortable at family gatherings because it really does help with my anxiety level. It helps me feel a lot more confident knowing that I am putting my best face forward whenever I'm wearing my makeup versus not wearing my makeup. You know, because I feel, and forgive me if I offend anyone, but I feel, damn, I look good. So, I mean, I'm just kind of proud of myself for it. And I know that may sound conceited to some of y'all, but it's true. You gotta be proud of yourself at times. So, but I hope that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. And if you have, I want to thank you so much for subscribing. I have some good videos coming. I'm planning on doing a haul on Monday. I believe Thursday is going to be probably a holiday type look, I believe is what it is, using some sneak peek products from that haul, probably. I can't really remember right offhand what Friday's video is, you know, so, and then Saturday, well, basically I'll leave a link down below to my blog. You click on that and hit the button of what's coming up, and you can see what all I've got planned. I've got videos planned all the way till the beginning of January, pretty much. So, that's a lot of videos to cover, you know. So it's hard for me to keep straight what is exactly when. So I do hope that you hit subscribe for that. And if you have any challenges, tags, whatever you want me to try out, I'm happy to. I'll try to leave a playlist down below of other tags that I've done as well, because I have done a few tags, not a whole lot, where you can get to know me, you know, find out what my 7 deadly sins are, different things like that. And I've thought about doing the no mirror makeup challenge, if that's something y'all would like to see me do, being a legally blind person. Let me know, because you might get a kick out of it. You know, I think it might be pretty funny to see. So, you know, if you want to see that, let me know. And I do hope you stay tuned for all the holiday goodies that are going to be coming. And also, I'll be doing a Christmas live show and a New Year's Eve live deal. So I hope you subscribe for all those as well. And make sure you follow me on all my social media to find out what's going on and what's happening when. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.